Hey folks, Big Jim here, High Desert Research. I don't know how you feel about this. So let's see. A year ago, I left the company, and this is mostly my fault because I dicked around too long and didn't get my 401k out, which was next to nothing. It was only a couple grand that I had invested, and so the 401k was with a company that I was working for. I left them for 9 months. I actually went back. Um, I left the company for a surmountable amount for more money. It was for money, which was actually now I look at it as wasn't the best idea. So when I left the company a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, January, I waited too long. Well, actually, I don't know. Only 3 months went by, but so the company who was holding my 401k money, I'm not going to bother naming them. Um, uh, they kicked out my money. I never really heard of this. It's stupid if you ask me. Just hold the freaking money. No, they couldn't. They kicked out the money, and I'll explain that in a minute. I freaking dog. I uh received a what appeared to be a check in the mail for a couple $1,000. But the only problem was it looked exactly like a check except for it said distributed to yours truly. Uh, it didn't say pay to the order of, and on the bottom of the check, the routing number and all the other digits were not there. So I took it to my bank. I said, "Hey, what is this?" And they said, "Oh yeah, it's a notice of distribution." Okay, great. What the fuck? What good does that do me? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So what? It was from Charles Schwab, and I'm not. This isn't nothing to do against Charles Schwab at all. Um, so the money got kicked out to Charles Schwab. I never even. This makes no freaking sense to me, other than millionaires making decisions with your money, right? Very powerful people, all the way up to the United States government, the Federal Reserve. So, uh, about last February or no March, I started inquiring. Hey, can I have my money back? I called my 401k people. I don't want to name them because it's not their fault either. And it's nobody. This I'm not blaming anybody on this. It's just I found this interesting. So last March and April, I was like, calling these people, and they're, no, you got to call Charles Schwab. The money's been moved to Charles Schwab. Okay, great. I'll call fucking Charles Schwab. So I called Dallas. I got a hold of their office in Dallas, one of their offices. And to be honest, it was so long ago. We're talking back in March of 22, March and April, and that's ancient history for if you have a brain like mine. And so I talked to a few people with them. Waited about a month. I think it was about April, late April. Nothing. I called them, and some guy answers the phone, and I explained again everything that happened. And he's like, this guy tells me, "Oh yeah, you'll get a check in the mail. Don't worry about it." Okay. Here we are. I still never got the money. So just about a month ago, I make a call. And finally, I get a nice lady on the phone, and she's completely helpful. Oh, she goes, "You have to just open an account with us." Not an account. It's like, yeah, it's an account. She goes, "Open an account with us, get a login." She walked me through it. I was on the laptop at work, and she was getting paid to do it. And she talked me through it. I'm like, whoa. And I told her, I go, "Wow, you are 6,000 times more helpful than anybody I've talked to at Charles Schwab in the last almost a year." And she kind of giggled. She goes, "Yeah, that. So because I contacted them almost a goddamn year ago, they they kind of recognized my social security number and blah blah blah. They half recognized me, so but I had to give them some stuff over the phone. So just to get my goddamn money back. This is weird. I understand confirming someone's identity. I get that. But this is a little new. I've never seen this before. Wait till you hear this shit. Where is it at? Where's it at? There you are. Okay, here's the letter they sent me. Okay, what they're doing is they need to confirm my physical address. Not too out of the ordinary, right? Just to give me my goddamn money. It's only a couple grand, man. It ain't. I'm not moving $100 grand here. Dear, first name, last name. This message is regarding your conversation with a representative on 117 in reference to your account activation. It's a funny thing. I gotta open an account with these guys so they can send me my goddamn money, so I may never contact them ever again. I don't know why I have to open an account. Whatever. I want my fucking money. I got shit to pay off. Okay. Dear holder, this message is regarding your conversation with a representative on 117 in reference to your account activation. The following is the information you have requested. : we need your current physical address verified. A letter has been mailed to you stating additional verification information needed for Patriot Act. Did you hear me? Hear what I said? Patriot Act. For Patriot Act process to confirm your current address. Once this information is received and verified, your account can be activated. We need one form of ID. Driver's license. It gives a whole list of stuff. Let's see. This is Charles Schwab claims they're forced to do this by law under the Patriot Act. I don't know if anybody listening knows what the Patriot Act is. This is what the narrative tells us about September 11th, 2001. That a handful of dipshits from Saudi Arabia hijacked 4 airplanes with box cutters, which resulted in the fall of 2 steel structures in NYC, New York City, including a 3rd structure which fell later, which was Building 7 of the World Trade Center. The almost instant result was over 300 million Americans losing all of their Fourth Amendment rights just to board an airplane. Over 1 million Iraqi men, women, and children. Not soldiers. Men, women, children. Over 1 million Iraqi men, women, and children. Home invaded through the Operation Iraqi Freedom. Iraqi men, women, and children, families in their homes. Home invaded, beaten, kidnapped, tortured, raped, and murdered at the hands of the Bush administration. And then, drum roll please, the Patriot Act. More of your fucking rights. Urinated upon by the swamp. I can't get a couple grand out of my fucking 401k account because of the fucking Patriot Act without confirming where I'm at. God bless.